Bad three-point shooting and the lack of offensive rebounding is the reason why we lost today. This is the Airborne Podcast. I'm your host, Ajith. And, the effort was there, as usual. You know you're going to get that from the Raptors all the time. But when you turn over the ball like that for no reason at certain times, and you're not able to rebound the ball like the Houston Rockets have been able to do, it's a hard way to, it's going to be hard for you to win the game. And you saw like play after play after play where like the Houston Rockets were just getting rebounds off of their 3-point shots, and they were getting open shots and they were making them. And today, I'm going to get into the stats right now, but like they were making all their shots. They came out, they played an amazing game. Like you could see they were here to win this game, and I'm not saying that they're not there to win every game, but they lost the game to the Spurs in double overtime by 2 last game, and you could say it was a controversial game because 2 points didn't count for them where it should have. And they came out with a game plan, and they wanted to kill the Raptors, and they did because we were playing catch-up basically the whole game. And we had moments where we came back and we cut the lead, but we had timely turnovers. We had crucial turnovers where, we could have cut the lead and made it closer, maybe even took the lead at one point when we did get the chance. But it just didn't work out that way. And, we have back-to-back losses for the first time this season. And we are 15-6. But the one good thing, I guess, silver lining you could say is that we didn't lose to like a team that's under 500. We lost to 2 teams that are supposed to be championship contenders. So you can kind of measure yourself to see where you're at. And we do have one more game against Houston because when it comes to the Western Conference, we play them twice, once in our home floor and once in theirs. And even last year when we had Kawhi Leonard, we lost to Houston both times. But it is what it is. And what I wanted to say was the Raptors' three-point shooting has been horrible the last 2 games. It's been inconsistent, and you can see when they get on the floor, they're still trying to adjust because like they don't look like the same team. And I'm not blaming Kyle Lowry or Ibaka for that because they're a big piece to our puzzle. Both are big pieces to our puzzle, and we need them if we want to go far in the playoffs. That's a fact. Just because we had a little sample success with like Chris Boucher and Matt Thomas and all these guys coming in for like 10, 12 games, like that doesn't mean that, all of a sudden Kyle Lowry and Serge Ibaka aren't needed anymore. Like that's just absolutely blasphemy. It's stupid. Don't even say that. I've heard people say that before where, in the playoffs specifically, it's like Kyle Lowry, he doesn't do well and everyone jumps off the bandwagon. And then when they win the championship, Kyle Lowry goes off on that last game where he gets 26 points, 10 assists, and everyone's back on the bandwagon. Don't do that. If you don't like Kyle Lowry, don't like him. Don't like stay away from him. Don't come and hop on the bandwagon when he does well and hop off when he doesn't. That's not cool. And my thing with Kyle Lowry is last game he was 0 of 11 from the field, and it was his first game back. It was against Miami. He was trying to get his rhythm back. He was coming off a thumb fracture, so his shooting isn't going to be well. And you saw the difference today. He came out, he scored 19 points, and he was hitting timely threes, and he was doing a lot on the floor. He was driving into the paint. He was shooting free throws, all of that stuff. And he was being a leader. He's a floor general. Him and Van Vliet, they're our backcourt, and they're going hard. And you saw both of them. I think they combined for like 40 points, roughly. I'm going to get into the stats for both teams right now, actually, Just get that out of the way. Overall, as a team, Houston scored 41. Houston's field goal percentage was 41%. They were 40 of 98 from the field. And Toronto Raptors were 43% from the field. And they were, 38 from 88 from the field. 3-point percentage-wise, Raptors were atrocious. They were 31% from the field. From the 3-point percentage, from the 3-point line. They were 12 of 39, and Houston was, I believe, 41%, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they were 41%. And so I know they were 40%, 22 of 55. Ben McLemore. Ben McLemore thought he was Ray Allen tonight, shooting 8 threes. And I don't know what to say. I mean, they were playing box and one a lot, so you saw OG Anunoby or whoever was guarding Harden was in his face, literally the whole time, and it was basically like 4-on-4 defense because it wasn't like they were switching. Basically, Anunoby wasn't Harden the whole time, and there was always an open shooter because every time Harden came up across half court, someone would come to help double team, and then there'd be an open shooter. And they were making their shots, and you gotta give credit where credit's due. And Houston was making their shots today. 22 threes, that's huge. And you can see the difference in threes. They scored 22 threes, and we had 12. So that's a 30-point difference just in threes alone. And turnovers, we're not really a team that turns the ball over a lot. But today, we had a lot of timely turnovers, crucial turnovers at times where we could have capitalized and got the lead, cut the deficit lower or even taken the lead. But, Pascal Siakam, they played him pretty well. He had a good game, but in crucial moments when we needed buckets, they were able to get stops, and that was the difference. But like I said, offensive rebounding and threes, we need to fix that up. Threes are going to come and go. You live by the three, you die by the three. That's what Houston's philosophy is. And if they're not making those threes, they lose that game. But fortunately they did. Eddie House came in. I'm sorry, not Eddie House, what am I saying? Daniel House came in. Ben McLemore, like I said, PJ Tucker, Austin Rivers, those guys all came and scored, and they were shooting threes like it was nothing. James Harden was held to 6 points at the half, and they still had an 8-point lead at halftime. So think about that for a second. For a team that's so ISO oriented, where James Harden's the one who's always going ham with the ball, and doesn't really. I mean, he usually averages close to a triple double, but he's more of an ISO player, and everybody knows that, right? And even with all of that, he was unselfish today, and he went ham, passing the ball every time he got double teamed, and everyone else was making their shot, and that's why. That was the difference. You saw, I don't know if you guys remember, but that game 7 against Golden State in the 2018 playoffs, when Houston with Chris Paul and James Harden had that lead up 3-2 going into that game 7. Well, no, sorry. They had that 3-2 lead going into game 6, but they lost 2 games in a row to lose the series overall. But they went 0 and 27 from 3. And that's crazy to see, they literally do live by that. They live by the 3 and they die by it. And when they don't make their threes, they're atrocious. But when they do, they're deadly. And that's what we figured out today, because they're out here making 22 threes like it's nothing. And I know there was a few defensive plays where we played where it was like, oh, like, what are we doing? We're leaving so many people open. But what would you rather do? Would you leave James Harden open, or would you leave those guys open? You tell me. And, we took our chance, and we got to live with it. We held James Harden to 23 points, I think. I'm going to get into the stats, the individual stats right now, actually, and get that out of the way. James Harden, he had, in 40 minutes, he had 23 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 7-11 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, and 6 of 6 from the free throw line with 1 block, 5 steals, 4 turnovers. James Harden's average right now is about 39 or 40 points, and we held him to 23 points. So we did our job with him, and you got to give the other guys credit. Like I said, that's what it is. It comes down to that, and you got to appreciate it, because with us, if the Raptors made those kind of shots, we'd be wilding right now, hyping up, getting excited, but we didn't. And these last 2 games against Miami and Houston, we need to fix this stuff. We need to fix it. We need to fix the 3-point shooting and the offensive rebounding. We need to fix. I don't know if it can happen internally, but I mean, can we make a trade for somebody that can help us with the boards? Like Tristan Thompson, maybe? I mean, he probably has a year or two on his contract left, maybe. I don't know if is his contract expiring this year. I'm not sure, but I heard there's rumors about us trying to go for Tristan Thompson. He's still young. He's only 28 years old, and he could definitely help us on the boards. Ben McLemore, 8 threes today, 28 points, season high. 9 of 18 from the field, 8 of 17 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Wow. My guy thought he was literally Ray Allen tonight. He kept celebrating every time he shot a 3 with that little arrow celebration. And, he looked like a bust for a few years there, but now he's out here in a Houston system with 2 superstars, with Harden and Westbrook, and flourishing in that position because Gerald Green and Eric Gordon are both injured right now and don't look like they're going to come back anytime soon. And if a guy like that can make shots, he's valuable. That's what the league looks for now, right? I mean, if you're a guy that can play a little defense and shoot the 3, you make a lot of money. That's what happens. And man, I'm frustrated right now because these last 2 games were so close. So freaking close. And we had a chance to win both games. We've had chances to take the lead and just take over, but costly turnovers, costly missed threes, or just, paint buckets, and we just give it up. PJ Tucker, 39 minutes, 18 points, 11 boards, 2 assists, 6 of 12 from the field, 5 of 10 from the 3-point line, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Westbrook had a triple-double, 35 minutes, 19 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists, 7 of 27 from the field. My God, what the hell? 0 of 6 from the 3-point line, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Capella, 6 points, 13 rebounds in 32 minutes with 2 assists, 3 of 9 from the field. Ben McLemore, already told you his stats. Austin Rivers, 9 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 28 minutes, 3 of 9 from the field, 3 of 8 from the 3-point line. Daniel House, 16 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists in 27 minutes, 5-11 from the field, 3 of 8 from the 3-point line. Now, House, like I said, House, Rivers, PJ Tucker, and McLemore went ham tonight. That was the reason why they won. That was the difference in the whole game. 100%. I promise you right now, that was the difference. Those guys don't make those shots, they get blown up by 25. Promise you. Now, Kyle Lowry, respect to him. Second game back. He came out, showed out. He played 42 minutes tonight. 19 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. 5 of 8 from the field. 3 of 5 from the 3-point line. 6 of 6 from the free throw line. And had a steal. Van Vliet, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. 7 of 13 from the field goal from the field. Yeah, 7 of 13 from the field. 3 of 7 from the 3-point line. 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Norman Powell, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 25 minutes, 4 of 8 from the field, 0 of 2 from the 3-point line, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. He missed 2 crucial free throws in the fourth quarter that could have brought us to maybe 4 points, 99 and 95, I believe, if he made them. Ibaka, 17 minutes, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 of 10 from the field, 0 of 2 from the 3-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Terrence Davis came in, put some work, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 14 minutes, 2 of 6 from the field, 2 of 5 from the 2 of 5 from the 3-point line. Rondé, 11 minutes, 2 points, 5 rebounds, 1 of 6 from the field goal. Yeah, from the field. That's the thing with these guys. Terrence Davis, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, Cruz Boucher, Serge Ibaka, man, those guys need to find a way to do a little bit more because we know what they're capable of after seeing that little 10-game sample. They just need more minutes. And Nick Nurse needs to figure out a way where if the team isn't doing well and people aren't doing well, certain people, you got to switch it up. You just got to. sometimes switching up certain people in the lineup can help an offense go off or defense go off. And he tried to do that today with bringing out Boucher and adding him in earlier than usual, because the previous game against Miami, he didn't do anything. He didn't bring him in. And today he did. And that was a good sign to see, because Nick Nurse is all about, trying new things. And that's why you like him as a coach, because he's not scared to take chances. He did that last year in the playoffs with that box and one defense. He did it today. You can see he's down for that stuff, and he's ready to go. And that's the type of coach you need, a guy that's open to trying new things. Dwayne Casey wasn't like that, hence why he got fired, because he was always sticking to the same stuff that he thought would work, and it never did. That's why we kept getting slammed by LeBron James. Whew. We got smashed on the boards today. 54 rebounds to 45. They had 20 offensive boards to our 12. And then personal fouls, we had 24. They had 24, we had 21. But turnovers, like I said, that was like the biggest, most uncharacteristic thing that we had today. And it didn't make sense because we were turning it over. I honestly think it is an adjustment period for us, and we need to figure that part out with everyone back in the lineup again. But we'll see how it goes. Next game, we got Philadelphia on Sunday, and then we got Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers coming in on Tuesday, I believe. Or no, Wednesday. Yeah, is it Wednesday? Let me check. I think it is Wednesday, actually. Is it Wednesday? Yeah, no, sorry, what am I saying? Yeah, it is Wednesday. Yeah. So we got a back-to-back with the Philadelphia 76ers on Sunday, then we got Chicago Monday, and then we got the Clippers on Wednesday. Kawhi Leonard is going to get his ring. He's going to get a tribute video. He's going to get saluted. He's going to get the whole 9 yards, and we're going to celebrate our championship, our first ever championship in 2019. So if y'all are ready, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, support your boy. Make sure you show me that love. And I hope y'all are enjoying these videos, because I enjoy doing them. And I appreciate everything y'all are doing for me. But like I said, I hope you guys are excited for that game. That Kawhi game is going to be lit. And we need to I'm not even speaking English. We need to even the score out because we lost to them in LA. But yeah, that's going to do it. Thanks for y'all for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you back here for the post-game podcast after the Philadelphia game. But yeah, stay blessed, stay woke, and peace!